on ankles for a little bit. So you could do this with a roller or with a foam brick. Just hang back in your hands so you feel pretty relaxed. Rest your calf on the block and just draw me some ankle circles, and watch on that ankle that you're getting a full circle, yeah? That you're not kind of skipping particularly that outer part. Draw your circles back the other way. And then repeat that on the other side. This side feels much trickier for me, because I've sprained it several times. And then back the other way. But again, just watching for any discrepancy in sides as well. Now we're doing that second side. And then we'll come to rest on our heels. Now if that's uncomfortable in the knees, you could always place a block between the thighs and the calves like so, or if you don't need that. And we're just going to come back, if we can, rest on the toes in their released manner. Bring the body weight forwards, tuck the toes. And you can either just come back to here if that feels strongly enough in the toes, or you can walk yourself up somewhere a bit higher. Come forwards, release the toes, sit back. Come forwards, tuck the toes, sit back. That's going pretty well. You might decide you can hang back in the hands if the floor feels a long way away. Just take breaths. And then just see if you can lift one shin and a second shin away from the earth. When you do this, try and make sure the feet look similar. So my left one's turning in quite a lot more at the forefoot again, maybe because of that sprained ankle. So yeah, actually if I try and come into it here with the foot neutral, it doesn't like it. So my foot was basically going out of alignment to make the stretch easier. So it's worth checking the alignment of the feet on that. So bringing yourself up for a moment, and we'll step one leg forwards, or bring the hands forwards. Take them on bricks, right, just to make life a little bit easier for yourself. And we're just trying to shoot this knee as far forwards of the ankle as we can. Yeah, so you can just come in and out of that. You don't have to move the bricks, I'm just doing it so that you can see. Yeah, so you might just hover here for a little bit. And then you might decide you're going to come in at some angles. So you could take the knee over to say 2 o'clock. It's not going to go much further than that if you're keeping the foot fixed. Yeah, but we're just stretching the ankles slightly differently, and we can take the knee over more towards 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Yeah, just see which of those are the stiffest, maybe repeat a few extra on that side, and then we'll change sides. Again, we're coming in, we're looking to shoot the knee as far forwards of the toes as we can compared to how it was on that other side. So just straight down the center, notice any resistance you get in the calf or the Achilles. And then coming across to 10, 11 o'clock, so slightly outwards with the angle there. And then maybe slightly inwards to that kind of 2 o'clock. And you'll just feel the ankle stretch in slightly different places, yeah, or the Achilles. And then back to the middle. So you could do some work where you place the ball of one foot on a block. Maybe have something to hold on to here. And all we're going to try and do is bend that back leg and straighten. Bend. Try and make sure the whole of the toes are on the brick. Yeah. So we bend. Again, try and make sure the foot's fairly neutral and the knee is tracking in line with the third toe. Yeah, and then you might even work this with a straight back leg, just gliding kind of in and out. So you pull your hips back, And you draw them forwards, pull them back, draw them forwards. Yeah, we'll repeat that on the other side. So we'll start with that. So toes on, heel resting off, and we're trying to bend that back knee and straighten. Bend the back knee and straighten. So my foot's wanting to turn out there. Or maybe I need to be doing this. And once we've worked with that bent back leg, maybe we come into that more straight line where we pull the hips back and glide them forwards. And see how that feels. Maybe just have a little shake out the ankles. And then we'll come into a crouching position. So again, you might want bricks handy for this. And we're going to go from a crouch. Yes, I'll show you without bricks. You're just going to bring the knees down, toes are tucked, and you're going to pick the knees back up. Yeah, if you need your bricks, just bring them to where you feel supported. Touch down, pull back, touch down, pull back. Yeah, if that's feeling really balanced, just try it. I like prayer at the heart here, just because it helps me find that center midline, stops me falling over. Yeah, that might be too much, so just feel free to work with as much support as you need to. Just pick the hips up for a moment, bring your bricks to a higher level, and just kind of pedal out through your knees. So nothing too strong here. And then take the feet wide, turn them out slightly and bend into your knees. And then we're just gonna kind of support ourselves on the side that we're focusing on. So my right forearm is on my right thigh, and I'm just gliding. Again, if you need a little bit of support here, that other hand. And then I might kind of come at those angles. Yeah, I might even draw some circles. Yes, my left ankle's working a little bit here as well. If you're drawing circles, draw them back the other way. This is going to feel pretty deep on your hips, right? So if you feel you need to be higher up for this, yeah, you could come a bit more like so. Yeah, and still work at those angles. Yeah, if you're feeling super tired, you could bring the knee down and work with that same idea. Obviously staying lifted is going to get a little bit more into hips as well. Yeah, then we'll complete that on the other side. So taking that wide stance once more, left forearm on the left thigh. So maybe you do work this with a little bit of strength and weight in the pelvis to open up the hips. So working now on the left side, so we're gliding in and out there. And then maybe at those angles, a bit wider, that's going to really hit your adductor as well. In the middle, a bit narrower. Yeah, if it feels too much, take what support you need with that other hand. Yeah, this is actually harder work than I remember it. So if it does feel too much, just bring that right leg back down and still keep working those angles, just stretching into that left ankle there. And then just we always think about closing with something where they feel pretty balanced out, left side to right side. So maybe just pause. You could practice the idea of that drishti, that gaze point. So we stare into the distance until our vision starts to blur. Maybe connect with the breath and just maintain that focus of the drishti. See how you go, let me know.